feel like a lot of women, we judge each other's spending habits and we don't know each other's background, realities, atmosphere.
You look good, you have all of the something there about you. Yes, goodie!
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Goodgal Podcast, and I'm very happy to be here with this one. It's been a while.
Hey.
Greetings from abroad.
Hi.
You look cute.
Yes,
you do. Your skin is skinning.
I try like a skincare routine.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Simple routine was, it's effective. Because you don't want to, you want to keep a bad door crack.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I've had people my age, I'm like, oh my God, you look so younger than that. And it's like,
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No, somebody told me the other day, somebody was just like, I met this guy at this baby shower, and he was cool. Like, it wasn't like anything romantic or
Right.
anything. He was just like, he was like, I thought you were older, so I look at him sideways, and he's like, no, not in look, but you just act more mature.
oh, you are an older soul.
I guess.
Yeah,
And I
you
was
are.
like, do I look old? Like, what does he mean by that?
You're older soul. You're more responsive. You're more motherly, and
I guess.
hi, everybody okay? I guess
Yeah.
you don't see people that way because people tend to be selfish in their very young days. They don't really have that more wholesome vibe. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I was more selfish. But anyways,
Oh God.
so how's your week been?
Hectic. Oh my God. I even can't remember the day of the week. It's been hectic, but we're
Yeah.
pushing through. What's are we now in April?
Yes.
And I'm very confused by that. How are we here?
My God.
No, I'm like, how are we
No,
here?
no. My God. Let me tell you what I feel like. I feel like COVID has really affected my youth because COVID was around when I was 24, 25, 26. Right? So COVID took 3 crucial years of my 20s. And I'm just like, I want it back. But yes, I you know what? I accept that, time is not a constraint to my Lord and Savior.
Hallelujah.
So me, I work with him, because God know. I feel like the clock is just...
It's going, man. It's just a little, like, alarming.
Yes.
So
Quite alarming.
Because then I start to think about, like, am I going to reach my goals in time?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like,
so, yeah. And I have to be taking myself out of that mindset. So I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's really hard.
It's really, really hard.
Especially when you're ambitious.
Jesus.
Life hard,
Life hard when you're ambitious.
Honestly.
If it was
That's a girl like me.
Yeah, if it was a person who just, wants a little work and just can pay my bills
Right.
and just good, but my dream then big.
Big. And
Just
that's supposed to be.
It is supposed to be.
I think so.
No, it actually is supposed to be.
How's your day been? How's your week been? How's your month? How's your year to date?
Year to date has been good, very peaceful. I think a lot of people were expecting, but by the time this is recording, I think a lot of people were expecting to see me at the carnival that has just passed. However, I'm jumping for Jesus.
Like that.
Yeah.
You could have come on the road, come with
that
a t-shirt.
Hold up the sign them. No, I will not. And let me tell you, I'm at this place where it's like, I'm like, okay, I feel like there's two types of people. Like, you change your life and then you judge people and act like, oh, you're so wrong for doing this, or you wishy-washy, you half
Have
in,
you
half
experienced
out.
that before?
What?
Like the
Judgment?
judgmental, like people who change they're probably new in faith and they come and they kind of like judge you in a way that make you feel a little way about it.
Not directly to me.
Oh, okay.
I think I more see it on social media.
Oh, okay.
But not directly towards me. I think I'm in like a church family that's like not like, if you go to my church and you try that, it's not gonna work because the people are just like very chill and very calm.
They are very chill.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
it's just God
alone,
community Bible.
Right.
That's it, right? So they're not like that. So even if you try that, it's not gonna work. So no, I haven't experienced that, but I've seen it on social media. But what I will say is that, like, I don't judge anybody for like jumping or doing anything because I was just doing it last year. If people have reached out to me and have said, hey, what's this like most people have reached out to me and said, I actually want to change, but I see it as impossible. So it's actually good because it's making me realize that, okay, I can, as I'm going through this journey, not even influence, but just guide. Like, hey, this is how I did it. And I'm not going to say like, seeing everything, seeing the lead
Right,
up
right,
wasn't hard, but I
right.
think I'm very happy and content with my life now.
But let me tell you,
Yeah.
people, the girl did the on the road last year. I wonder what I'm doing at church. So don't make you
Yeah.
feel like she was already on this journey.
True.
So now it's just like, okay, it's you
Yeah.
feel better
I
about
think
it.
actually, as I told you, I think if you listen to the podcast long enough, you'll know that after I jumped, that's when I was like, oh wow, I'm no longer here mentally, and I'm gonna get baptized. I think it was shortly after that I told you guys that I'm gonna get baptized because. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, have your fun, live your life, and
Because
if you
be
guys
safe,
have any
guys.
questions about how that transition has been, or personally, you can reach out to me on DM. I tend to answer girls faster than I answer man. When I got tell a lie.
Look at them, not try. Like you think
Because
it's
I
an
don't know if
opening.
because I don't know if it's an opening to you being annoying, but girls are usually like cool.
What if you do? Or is it that you open to share without unprovoked? Like I mean, I know you did that testimony, but are you open to share maybe like, not like, I don't know if it's a guide or it's like a perspective.
I'll share based on what somebody asked me, and I'll share what God allows me to share.
Okay.
But I'll take it. I think it's something you take moment by moment and conversation by conversation. But I don't think I'm like solidified so much in my, like, I don't know the Bible back to front, all of that. I think I know some, and I think with God you're constantly learning. I don't think you ever fully know anything.
I was supposed to say that.
Yeah, I don't think you ever fully know anything, but I think it's a thing where like I'm there enough to be able to give you guidance if you're further than me, but maybe it may be something where I can pass you off to somebody to have a better conversation who's more equipped to deal with what you're going
perhaps
through.
Based on the question.
Yeah, so it just depends on whatever it is. If something simple, I think I can handle it, but if it's too deep, yeah man, me I dare you to help outline, cause yeah, man I got. But yeah, no, I mean, but it looked fun for you guys. It looks fun for all y'all.
I'm not a soca baby. I'm just doing this for bucket list. Like I want to see that I've experienced this before.
For sure.
Yeah. That was a very long intro. Wow, we're
true.
catching up though.
Yes, we I feel like we haven't been together in such a long time. So, jumping right into the goodie of the week.
The goodie of the week.
So Jamaica has won the Carifta Games title for a remarkable 38th consecutive year. They demonstrated their athletic prowess by claiming 84 medals, including 45 gold, at the 2024 edition of the Carifta Games held in Grenada. At this point, it needs to just be the Jamaica Games. Cause what? Like when I saw the 38, I had to chuckle because. Wow, and did you see what the Trinidad guy said?
No.
There was this Trinidad athlete, and he was like, he beat us in one race or something. I think it was a heat. I don't even remember, but I just saw it on TikTok. And he said something like, oh, something about the Jamaicans. And I was like, and then so the Jamaicans are gonna roast him. Like, it's funny. But I mean, I like the whole healthy competition.
And it is good. Because I mean, what would be the points of it?
Yeah.
You kind of need somebody to kind of like go toe to toe with you. It's like when we had our Shakari stage.
Yeah.
I was just like toe to toe with her. Because she was pretty good, don't get me wrong. But it's just it was really her attitude. Yeah. But I think that she's turned around though.
Yeah, her attitude has changed. Yeah, her attitude has changed.
Which I appreciate that.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's just so funny. But I mean 38 though. Be up on yourself, because
it's always the about hello every time. Always.
Yeah. And I just want to say, please take care of our athletes. Too many of our athletes are complaining about the ish that the country and all of that. And let me tell you something. When these athletes go on these international meets, Carifta, all of that, you think scouts from all over the world don't come, even champs. Like, I've worked at a company before where we, helped with some people, like guided some people for champs, right? They come down here looking at our athletes to offer them college scholarships and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then even there's instances where even because them don't want this person to leave the country, they'll try to make sure they can't get visas, permits, all of that. Listen,
but you're not grooming the talent locally either. If you're not
going to build the champion, them don't kill the champion, them. Like, I feel like we just need to do better as a country. So while it's great that we're winning 38 and all of that, what are we doing to cultivate these athletes?
Yeah.
Where's the youth?
It's not just that, and then not just winning this thing and then what next for them, their actual career, because it's a career that they're trying to build.
Why don't we have a huge ass athletic center that does every sort of training, ice buckets, all of that? Why are they like even Usain Bolt? He was training at freaking Huey Bowl.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like we've been in athletics so long that this needs to be in some form of plan. And I don't know. I'm not a politician.
To further invest in it, I don't know if it is not a priority. Because I mean, we're pretty good at football too, but I don't think that there's a huge investment there either. So I'm not really sure.
No, but no. Even football, I understand where it may be, because we've not medal, we've not won, whatever.
Well,
but I feel like we've won, but it's not like major. Okay. It's like how we do well in it's like the bobsled team does well. We're full of star, right? And we know that. But in terms of track, we have the fastest man and the fastest woman in the world. We are coming 38 at the Carif 38. We are winning 38 years at the Carif Games.
So why are we not
investing? Why are we not
for the
investing in this? Why are we the mecca for everything? Track, like if you want a state of the art track training, coaches, why isn't that here?
Why isn't it anywhere in the Caribbean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I've seen US facilities and even in the UK and all of that. And then people that can barely run. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And I understand those countries are big and have more money, but I'm just saying for this level
we need it for the region as a Caribbean.
We need it.
And we could really...
And we can get people from other Caribbean islands coming in, all of that. Like, I just...
Send letters to the epitomies.
No, man. True. I have so many letters to send, but I just said, it's great that we're winning the 38, but I think let's see how we can cultivate that talent. Because enough of them, listen, I don't need for the better by the athletes. Tired of them attack. Anyways. So that was the goodie of the week. Jumping into our hot topics.
Hot topics.
So, this week's hot topic, we're having a candid discussion about, the weird and often complex relationship between women and money, right? So, this is kind of coming from, that viral video on TikTok where the girl was talking about her and her friend going on vacation. And
the girlfriend? The girlfriend, the three girls, right?
The three girls and all of that. And I realized that there's been different takes and feedback, and then it brought up other things. So I realized that we don't hear this about guy trips or things like that. I feel like women have a very weird relationship with each other and then money. So I think it's, just worth a conversation. So, we see where there's quirks of women in spending habits. So for example, especially in friendships, there's let's say we're hanging out or all of that. You see where a lot of women have, guilty pleasures. So I feel like even when it comes to online impulse buys or things like that, or online shopping, so you see where people judge each other she shop from Shein,
right? Which is, oh my god, guys, let's hold on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Let me stick up in right. Yes, sir. Can you stop the Shein slander?
It's not just Shein. I think it's a woman thing.
It's fast fashion slander.
No, for example, right? All right. What I notice, the girls who shop at, let's say usually I shop everywhere, but let's say the girls who shop at Zara shame the girls for shopping at Shein. The girls who shop at Louis Vuitton shame the girls for shopping at Zara. Yeah. Somebody just a shame. Is that just a shame ladder?
Right.
And nobody you understand what I'm saying?
I really don't like it, because
it's a weird quirk with women and money. It is
a weird thing, but it's also why does it matter?
Because that's what I'm saying.
Because for me, I also feel like you can always mix and match the high end, middle end, low end items, and create a banging outfit. And it's not you wear the outfit, bro. Yeah. What do you mean?
You wear the clothes.
You wear the clothes and you do it with confidence. Obviously, it's different reasons why people shop at different places. Shein, you can get your good basics. They can get your little things. They can get them quick and fast. Yeah. Obviously, if you want higher quality items, you go for a different place. But it depends on what you're looking for.
And what's your style?
Exactly.
I shop on Shein a lot because I'm a basic girl.
And sometimes Shein is also trendy. So if you want something really trendy, them I got it. Them on Fashion Nova, I got it first. Yeah. Zara their stuff are so seasonal and it's very when I think of Zara, I think of very like clean girl aesthetic. Like it's very simple, very to the point, and they only have these stuff in the collection for every season. And I like it. Don't get it twisted. The quality is great, blah blah blah. But it's just like, guys, like, can we just? It's only for money though.
And then that's what I was about to say. That my thing with it is, I think the shame goes both ways. Cause for example, the cheap girlies who love to shop on Shein and buy cheaper clothing, they like to be like, me? I could have never spent so much money.
It's the same DHgate girls. It's the same DHgate girls.
And it's them, like, for example, I don't know, I don't even go over the fence because I don't know someone I spend $20,000 per one bag.
Yeah, it goes both ways for you. Because it's like, if
she have it and she wants to spend it on the bag, allow her to spend it on the bag. Like, stop. I just feel like women would like to clock and she had do this, and she has spent $30,000 per one bag.
That's what it comes down to. It is the systematic competition that has been ingrained in us since we've been born. And that's why men don't have these problems. Absolutely.
Because if a man and him bridging apart and him bridging having a cheap shoes, the man is not shaming him bridging for wearing a cheap shoes. Or if him feel like the outfit not banging him, will say, yo dog, go into the closet, go do this. Like,
it's always, I think it's always just, we've been grown.
Yeah.
We've been raised to always compete with other females, and that it comes out in everything. It comes out in the office. It comes out in people spending habits and watching what they spend on. Yeah. It comes out in every education. If she went to university or not, like all of those things. And let me tell you something. Or if she have 55 fitness or not, whatever. I'm gonna come back to the DHK conversation. Like, personally,
yes.
If I can't afford it, I'm not buying it.
Jesus, thank you.
No.
Can we talk about them? Because I feel like them insane more
But
time.
I also feel like you guys also shouldn't be shaming me. Because if I save and work hard and I want this Louis V, I'm going to buy it.
And that's my problem with the DHgate warriors, right? Because they try to shame you when you... They try to shame you into saying like, but I know what some people expect me, brother, go for the gate. And then they try to convince you. Nope. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's really not, and can we just stop? And it's okay, but you can buy it, but don't be an evangelist.
Just don't judge people for it. It's so weird. It's so weird. That's what I'm saying. If the girl them have the money, I will buy them expensive things. Them buy.
If them have to spend them rent and them get put out, I feel them business.
If you something there, if you cheat, if you want to be cheap and all of that, that's fine. Like fine. That's what I'm saying. If it's, you see, even that, like if it was a conversation of priorities, like if you know say a girl, like if you know say a girl spending on her rent or whatever, that's different because you're talking about her priorities and affecting her life.
Again, it's also still a business.
It's still her business, right? But I think if you're talking about priorities, that's different. But you judging another, I feel like a lot of women, we judge each other's spending habits and we don't know each other's background, realities, atmosphere. Because, for example, there's some women working in some places where if you, like, depending on who you have to talk to, like, if you have to talk to a lot of, like, let's say you work for a boat, like a yacht company, and you have to talk to a lot of high-end clientele. So it requires, like, let's say your company gives you that there are companies that give you a clothing stipend because they want you to dress a certain way and carry yourself a specific way. Men and women. So we just don't know each other's backgrounds or circumstances. So it's kind of weird to judge, right? I'm gonna feel like, and sometimes back to the point that you said, food for thought, like with the competition and where it comes from. Some of the women, them first competition, and them mother, your first up. The first up where, why you look fat? Why you look slim? Your ear don't look good.
Or the father probably has spent more money on the child as opposed to her. I'm telling you, like, this is where it comes from. Or you have a sibling, a sister. Yeah. That's just been a pre you, bro. Yeah. Some in life been a pre you. Yeah. Someone tell us that this is what we've grown to see. I personally, I'm trying to compete with nobody but my yesterday version of myself. Because what's the point of it all? But you know that it's just something that there are moments where people make you think that you need to be in competition with somebody else. Yes. Why? Yes. I don't know, because I could be competing with you, and when I look into your life, like sad. Your life sad, dog. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
on the opposite, your life can't happy and it's gonna make me feel worse. So the point is just don't watch nobody. Cause the people in life can't sad where you watch and them can't happy and then you feel fool because you go fast now and you say, yeah man, our life sad. And then you start feel like shit like, damn, I didn't know her life was so sad.
Right.
And then if you have a conscience and a heart, that is someone have that. But for example, you can go look and you see your life happy and it make you feel worse about your life.
Yeah.
Focus on
your journey. I don't know, like my thing is now, I don't know, this is very deep. How do we shift that though? Like how do we as people, as women in the world, shift that way of thinking? Because I feel like,
let me tell you something, and I think it goes back down to where your morals and your value of self lies, right? Because I won't sit here and say that like I've never been like, how should I afford that?
Right.
Like, we've all had that. You know, we've all had that thought or something, right?
I get into that after.
And then I used to think like that a lot when I was younger, right? Yeah. But then when I started to really do some self-work, right? Through therapy, through self-work, through understanding traumas, all of that. And I realized that, okay, there's some things that I need to just focus on for myself and not watch what's happening. And when you realize that when you put all your energy into yourself, that you accomplish more quicker, your mind is clearer, you're not concerned about what you're saying. Like right now, if anybody take my phone and search it, them not find nobody business, right? Like if me lost my phone right now, I'm good, right? Yeah. So I said that to say that I think when it comes to changing the mind of women, I think it's self-work, and I think you have to want to change. Because if I want us to all realize as women that when we have those behaviors, it doesn't take us further, it pushes us back. Absolutely. And it allows men to be able to join in on the conversation.
And use it against us. Because what they will do is have you feel like you have to compete against another girl for his attention, for his love, for his trust and all of that, which obviously shouldn't be the case at all. And so
and then you go see with a girl with a Louis bag and all of a sudden you want Louis bag. And him not really like, and you or you go see him and then you see him with that and you're like, what she have that I don't have and she have on cheap clothes.
Right. Okay.
Like you just comparison is a thief of joy.
And I mean, we're all guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. We're not here preaching like, you never get, you never, no. Because I agree with the same points of like, I've seen some stuff like, especially obviously now social media and people, I mean, they do them look at hauls, them do look at unboxing. And I'm just like, yo.
Yeah. And
then sometimes you do find out that stuff are also fake.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, but you lied though.
And then as you said, that point, it creates you, for now you're putting on a show and you have to lie because it's just, we have this weird thing with money. Because, alright, like, you know what I notice with guys? When guys, like, lie, the man them clown him. But, like, if a girl lies about, like, what she has and all of that, people support her, like, yes, queen, da, 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 da. But the man them will be, like, low-key laughing at him, like, yo, who the you, sir? Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I think, like, being a man, this is just what I noticed. You have enough man while I still, I'm not gonna say that, like, but when it comes to money specifically, but, you know, transition into another thing. Yeah. Planning trips and all of that with women. Because I've noticed a trend on socials where like birthday dinners, girls trips, that type of thing, traveling with women. I see that there is this almost whole breath, like, is she gonna show up? Is she not gonna show up? Like, I saw a girl where she planned a whole birthday dinner, paid for everything, and all her friends had to do was show up. They didn't show up. And then there's where like the girls trip or a birthday trip or something is happening, girls calling like the day before or something after, you know what I mean? Like,
I responded to that and I saw somebody, it was actually Rush Cam, he had a take on the same, about the girls trip. He made a very valid point. And for the time, then people are going to trip with people who are not them friends. No, you say if no, but how it
that's so true.
Miss, you know your friends. You also know your friends. They also, if they're your friends, you know what they can and cannot afford. Amen. It's also like, why are you trying to put them in a position where they cannot reach that?
Yeah.
I know you're forcing them to try to make wine out of water to make this trip happen because you want to do this for your birthday because you're so hell bent on going to
Mexico.
Monaco
Yeah,
for your birthday
yeah.
because that's how you want to celebrate it. You have to be mindful of your friends and you know what their circumstances are. Also,
And
sometimes,
even if them can't afford it, sometimes people don't want to spend the money on that at your birthday.
Correct. To be honest.
But I feel like people keep forgetting that point. Like, people keep talking about the birthday trip. I don't know what that was. Continue.
But yeah,
no, people keep talking about the birthday trip and all of that, and it's just like,
they were not friends.
It's not only just that they were not friends, but like some people don't like. I feel like if somebody can't afford to and they put themselves out of their way like that, it kind of shows that them actually care about you because
I guess
but and then on top of it too, like people, the birthday trip thing is weird because like if I like she can tell you if I'm planning a birthday trip, I pay for everything. Like I pay for the place. The most I'll ask for is like a stipend or a contribution, but the contribution would not cover the weekend.
Right.
Like I'll cover the weekend. Like I want to do something like that for my birthday this year, and I'm gonna cover the weekend and then a stipend. Like it's not gonna be. I don't think it's. Oh God. Sorry. Yeah, like a stipend. I don't think it should be, and my birthday shouldn't be this big. Like, can you imagine
financial burden?
Because like me, me have like 10 close friends. Like I know how no. Imagine if every year one or uno wanted to do this big getaway birthday trip. That would be 10 trips that I would have to pay for a year. Ridiculous.
There's always a pay for trips.
Yeah, because
guys. Also, I said I'm reinforcing my points that you have to. Sometimes you guys are not friends, and you have to understand that you just want people. I don't know. You want a large, because you want it to look nice, and you want to feel like
aesthetic.
You're loved. Right, aesthetic, of course. But they're not your friends. You need to understand that friends are who will show up for you. Friends will make the sacrifices or not. They don't have to. They're not obligated to do anything. We need to understand that the world owes you nothing. Yeah. And the sooner we realize the world owes you nothing, the better we will be. The better we can sleep at night. Because nobody's obligated to do anything for you.
I think when you're a friend though, when you're a true friend, there's some expectations with that. So I wouldn't say like, for example, I do have expectations when it comes to it. It's not obligations, right. So it's like expectations. So for example, if I'm having a birthday dinner and I'm saying, hey, come, and you can't afford it, you say it to me and you'll be like, hey, I really can't afford this. And to me, if you say you can't afford it and I say, hey, I'll cover you, then if I cover you, nobody should know about that, right. Or whatever. You get what I'm saying? I think there's a mutual respect that's missing amongst women sometimes and how we operate.
It's like you want
to
put it on blast. Remember the time when you pay for it?
Yeah. Oh, and let me tell you something. You know what points I wanted to hit with this topic? Yo, I've heard a man said it to me and I was like, I hate when they make me agree with men. But it's true. When a man has money, right? He tends to be like, some of them, I won't say all, but he tends to be more like giving. So for example, a man will pay for a woman's rent. He will buy her a car. Right. He will do all of these things, right? And let's say the roles reverse and now like this man that was once taking care of her probably in a low period in his life and now she up. Why more cliss? You now have nothing. You're lazy. And I was just like, it's so true because like, and then the friend them where you used to floss on. Yeah. Now I said, you might take up space in your couch and you might tell you for left it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that when women kind of get upgraded sometimes in finances, their ego gets so big that it's almost like them hype on them friend them hype on them man, them hype on them family, like them go at them family dinner and I go on like them are the biggest thing, like they, you know what I mean? And sometimes even the girls who get upgraded through like marriage or like a relationship or something like that, they will come and they will hype on you like women have a very weird,
it's a complex, I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out we know how it was learned. It's learned behavior. But I'm trying to figure out, like, really and truly, what is the root of all of this?
I think it's insecurity. Let me tell you why. Because all right, if you when you upgrade your life, and I'm not saying to stay the same, you're supposed to upgrade and change your life. But if you're hyping on people and you're like, if you can't realize that, okay, if somebody invests in you for a while and made your life easier, and then now you are returning the favor or whatever. I don't think you should watch those things because it's almost like it's insecurity because now you feel like you have it and you reach now. So you need to project or you need to tell everybody that, hey, I'm here. I have money now. I have money now. Treat me like I have money now.
I think it is insecurity because sometimes, especially if maybe you come from perhaps humble beginnings, it's just like the sign of I've made it. Yeah. But then it's I also think that personally those things matter to me. Like it's just like, yeah, man. In my mind, me feel like if I've now financially reached a goal that I've been trying to meet, I'm just like, wow, Jody, you did that. Who? Tell who? You crazy?
That's what I'm saying. Or like, or I would say it to my friend. I'd say to my friends, I was like, hey, you know that I did this or something, but maybe like, and it would be like, guys, let's cheers. Or like, for example, I've had friends who pay off student loans and we went to dinner, things like that. So, but you know what I mean? Like, you know who celebrates you. But I just feel like sometimes.
But then the internet, why like. Sometimes, but that's the thing, insecurity too, because you're seeking validation from these random people about this thing, and it's just like,
like that's what I'm saying. Like it's so weird that how, for example, I see it a lot when a man gets wealthy, he tends to almost help everybody to the point of where just giving till him don't have no more. Yeah. But then when a woman, she's almost like some of them will help you and them will help them family, but them help come with. Like, and when we all can, I feel like even when listening to this, everybody has a family member in their mind who acts like them get it now and them better than people, like them get their education and them all of that and them better than people, and they act like or they feel like, oh, these, like, if I go around these people, they're gonna want all my money, and your family like does not care about you. They've known you since you hadn't have shit. And I'm not saying that there are some family members who won't drain you. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about when you are walking around like everybody's your up, and you need to act like everybody wants something from you. Like, and sometimes it's almost like, sometimes even when a woman acts like that and she hype with certain money, it's so telling, because for example, like, we've been around people through business and all of that who have had millions of dollars, right? Men who have had millions of dollars, and then you are hype with your little just can buy a house money, when them money can buy houses and all of that. So it's almost there's always gonna be somebody with more than you. So it's just weird when you act like that. Agreed.
Because you'll never be there's no pinnacle.
Yeah.
So it's like it's insatiable, but you'll never be at the top, So it's what's the point?
Yeah, and even when you're at the top, there's usually somebody at the top ahead of you. So it's almost like just be comfortable in where you are. Agreed. And then I don't think the insecurity will come through.
Agreed.
Now let's talk about backtrack to the restaurant point, because I see this coming up a lot. What do you think? When you go out with friends, do you want to pay your own bill or do you want to split the bill?
Generally, I split the bill.
Yeah.
But I also do. I'm not supposed to. What do you call it? Paying. Sorry.
Separate bills.
Separate bills. Oh, sorry.
Separate.
I usually do separate bills. Yeah. But generally, I'm not supposed to splitting the bill, because I also don't have. I can't think of a friend that wild out, and then everybody is looking like, oh, but you ordering flaming yando, and everybody's ordering like a regular chicken dinner, like, and then I have to cushion that. Yeah, I don't have those friends. Everybody's considerate.
Everybody has a conscience,
right?
Like, we
because I choose my friends wisely.
Exactly. So we have like our girl group, and we go probably like once or twice a month, right? Sometimes depending, and. Like when I was thinking about this topic, I was thinking about, remember when I think it was your birthday. Yeah. And like, for example, you bought like you had like a little bit more, and I think Ash had a little bit more, and the restaurant didn't allow bill splitting. So they literally just paid more. Like they contributed more. It didn't even have to be said. Like it was just like, hey, like,
correct.
Yeah, like it didn't have to be said. Like they knew that they ordered 2 drinks, whatever. So they literally even put down more money than they were supposed to, just because of. So I feel like the conscience is a part of it. So I'm
Yes.
uncomfortable splitting a bill with people who don't have a conscience.
Correct.
So for example, I remember one time I
Oh,
went to that
I was
same
about to ask if you had an experience.
yeah, I went to that same restaurant with a friend for her birthday dinner, and it wasn't her friends weren't my friends.
Mhm.
She was my
She's
friend
your friend, yeah.
through something else, and then she had her external friends. So like we were cool, right? So she asked me to come to her. She invited me to her birthday dinner. I was like, okay, why not, right? And then I went, and again the same
How
restaurant.
many persons?
It was like 20 people at the table.
Red flag.
and
Sorry, we know it's Minago.
with,
I'm not
like-
going.
So then I didn't know how much people she had invited. I just know I get an invitation and I go. So when I went, I was like, okay, cool. Like I knew a few of the people at that table, but I wouldn't call them friends,
Right,
more
right.
associates, right? Just like social media and stuff. But overall, like it was cool. But then like when it came to splitting the bill, like it was like, oh, everybody was literally, it was so embarrassing. Everybody was taking the bill and calculating their own cost, and I'm like, you don't find out these things before. And then on top of it too, there were people who were ordering like wine and thing, and then there were some people saying, let's just split it, and then some people were saying, no, I'm gonna pay for it. I didn't comment because I was just gonna work. Let me tell you, I don't contribute to chaos. So I feel like if it's too chaotic, me would just take the L, and like, cause I only ordered like a pasta. So I was like, I really just want to pay for my pasta. I had a pasta and a drink, and I was like, I just want to pay for that. And I knew it wouldn't come to more than like 5-6 grand, or less than that, actually, way less than that. But I put down, because I saw that there was controversy, like my pasta and my drink probably came to like 4 grand. I put down 6 grand because I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. But at the end, this girl was there with her husband, and her husband did have to finish pay off the bill because it was just like so back and forth.
That's first of all, all I can think about is how embarrassing the whole situation is. Like the buck and shuffling, don't do it. Anytime when it comes to paying, because I'll put that card down. Listen to me, don't play with me, because I am not going to be embarrassed because people don't know how to act. And
I was like, and then I felt kind of weird because I didn't know any of these people. Right. I just knew her, and I was like,
and then no, that's my first bad impression of you.
Yeah, like, and then I was like, why would you put me in this position? Yeah. And then I said, why am I come? Because I'm just like, it's not like, so, and then I just was trying to be supportive, but I realized that, and then I feel like that moment made me start to set stronger boundaries for myself, because it's like, all right, if we're not like, if I'm not calling and telling my business,
right?
Like,
yes, right.
I don't need to be at your birthday.
Babes, no, happy birthday will do.
Because it was like, I feel like I was there for aesthetics. Like that's how I felt. It was just kind of weird.
But I don't know. Yeah. So I mean, that's my thing is, hey, I have considered friends, so I'm not opposed to ever splitting the bill. But generally my take is usually I'll do separate, because and you just say that it's separate from the get-go, because it just avoids that. I don't like the buck and shuffling, and that's why I always do separate. How much a tax again?
And then you have service charge.
Stop
like,
it, because I'm not doing this in the middle of the restaurant, backing up my calculator, and the waiter is there just like awkwardly standing.
No, when I tell you the waiter, they did it awkwardly.
I'm not doing it.
Like, I remember setting up the card machine, and the waiter was so frustrated, and I was like,
not doing it.
But that's why I say, I feel like, and even that, I feel like women have a very weird thing, because it's like, if we see, like, all right, me there at the table now, if you did there at the table there, and you see severe confusion, you just say, all right, make us split it. Yeah. Right? And I saw a girl who's like, all right, guys, let's just split it. I mean, it's confusing, whatever. Let's just split it. If you know, say your order, the girl was like, if you know, say your order more, just use your conscience and just put on more money. And like, right? And that's what the girl said. And then other people were like, no, me wants to me. Like, and I'm like, oh my God.
But
after that, the girl was just like, okay, whatever.
All I was saying is, as well, that we also need to understand, like, you need to have that conversation as well beforehand too. The people them come, you need to make the presidents know that we're doing separate bills,
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. If you're going to a place with 20 people who don't know each other,
you have to do separate bills. You have to.
Bro. It's not only like, if you know the place, do the separate bills. Don't go nowhere with 20 people who don't know each other.
You cannot go.
Yeah, so I feel like, and that's why I said women have this very weird thing, and it's just like, and she was just like, her whole thing was, it's my birthday, and I'm like, okay,
I'm not dismissing, that it's my birthday, girl. That I was gonna say, so another word. Those girls, it's my birthday. the world revolves around you, and it's
Somebody born every day, B.
honestly,
Somebody born every day.
Rest me.
Go down a jubilee.
Because that
You're
also
shocked.
it's giving your parents never ever celebrate your birthday yet. So come and be a menace to society because you're burdening everyone with your birthday.
Oh my gosh.
It's not an excuse for bad behavior. It's not an excuse for you to demand so many things from people. It's just relax. Like, it's a day. Yes, it's a special day for you, but also it's alright. It's still just a regular ass day.
It's just a day.
Like,
It's just a day.
relax. It's not your wedding day. Like,
and she can tell you, I'm a birthday girl.
Yes.
Like, I love
but
birthdays.
you're not a birthday. What do you call it? Villa
or
whatever.
villain. Yeah, I'm not a birthday villain because I feel like you're like, they put this expectation. Yo, I remember, me have this friend, I mean, I tell you, every time I remember that girl there. Yo, you see birthday, one birthday, the girl was just like, so what's you doing for my birthday? Like, she wanted us to plan a whole itinerary, and we were caught off guard. No, but dead serious. I was like, all right, we'll get our party ticket, we'll make sure we'll have a friend with a boat, and him tell me that go out the next day, all of that. She did buy something, and it did need for fix, and one of my friend him off a carry go dressmaker, one bag of something, and then I remember we came from like an event that we paid for, and it was an expensive ass event. I lie. We didn't pay for it. I'm not lying. I'm lying. We didn't pay for it. I got the tickets, right? And then we came from the event, and then she was like, we rest off because it was like a breakfast party. We rest off, and then she was like, all right, so what we doing now? Me and my other friend were there looking at, and by the way, we have to do our ear, full glam squad. We have to do our ear, our nails, our makeup, everything for she go. Right? So she'll come over and get ready.
But not like, she's unreasonable.
I'm gonna tell you something. And if something can't fit, I'm not telling a lie. She did big. She did big bodied. And at that time, one of my friends, she did skinny. She's still skinny. And so she go over the girl house, and I try to put on like skinny girl clothes. I'm gonna tell you something. That girl did, like, and when I think about birthday people, she always comes to my brain because them is so unserious. Like, them expect the world.
And so then people don't ever really show up for you.
Yes,
absolutely
not. They don't. They
don't even show. The best birthday people, the people them would not expect much, and you do something for them, and it's like they're so filled with gratitude.
Like, I feel like
I don't do everything for you every year because you're just simple, you're humble.
Yeah, and I feel like if like me, I'm a birthday person, but I'm gonna provide the experience I want for myself.
Right.
So, for example, like last year, me and my friends wanted to go on a girls trip, and I was like, okay, guys, a birthday coming up, so I was thinking to just do it in that time, and then my birthday is when there's a low season, so it was cheaper, right? But if them said that, September was the pre and my birthday is in October, I'd have just been like, all right, cool, like no big deal, like you get what I'm saying? And I feel like if you want a specific birthday experience, you need to create it. Like, we need to stop put pressure on people, and we don't know people's finances. It's kind of weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even with your partners as well, guys. You must stop pushing them on them, not good.
And even when even women, right? When they say to you, like, the reaction that some women have when people have financial constraints is almost like
clutches pearls.
It's almost like if somebody said to you, say, yo, I don't have it.
How dare you?
How dare you not have it? Like, how dare you? Because, all right, you see, if somebody said to me that they don't have it and I want you to be there and I can cover you, I'll be like, yo, I'll pay for it. What I don't like is the people who, like, if you're my friend, take pride out of it.
Yeah.
Like, if I say...
Just be honest.
If I say
that we're friends.
Yeah, because we're friends. But if I say that I can cover you, accept the gesture. The gesture.
Or there are people who will just be like...
There are people who will be like, nah, I'm not compatible with that or whatever. So there's some people who are weird like that.
There are.
But then I'm just like, I feel like it's a two-way street. Yeah. But if your friend them say them no money and you're not willing to pay for it, do not try to like judge people's financial situation.
Please.
Don't try to judge people.
And then I guess people don't have it for many different reasons. It's not because they've probably not broke in a sense of broke. But they've never planned for that.
Them just don't plan for that.
Okay.
Like
it's not that you're going to find something that you can do with that person. Maybe them can do a one-off thing with you separately when they see that things are on a better. You see me? But you can't. I don't know. Like, again, we can't walk around and expect these things. And you just have to guys, just be reasonable.
Be reasonable, especially. And I don't know. I feel like, as I said, I think us as women, we really need to change our outlook on how we approach money.
Yeah.
Like, I think society has done us dirty where we we weren't able to earn for a long time. We weren't able to do certain things, so now that we can,
I think it's that.
Yo,
I think it's
we have
that.
to come out
I
strong.
was toying with the idea of it, and I think it's that because we're not used to success. There, I said it.
It's true.
We're not used to success.
We're not used to success.
No, because your success is really just pushing out them kids and making sure the food is hot already.
That was it back in the day. So now it's just that like we're on the equal playing field. Like I feel like a lot of us have not gotten used to.
Yeah, we're also competing with men.
Yeah, and we're competing with men, and I understand like you that nature and that tenacity in the workplace. But when it comes to your friends and like I don't know, you do have to. If you reach this, just give God thanks and know thank God say you're healthy and you can earn money and all of that. But like. You shouldn't be hyping on people. Just have some humility.
Please.
With it. Okay. So that was the hot topics for this week. Jumping right into the listener letter.
Listener letters.
Oh, wow. So I thought this was an interesting one for the conversation. So what is the most you should spend on a birthday present for a friend? Thought that was a good question. I don't know.
Guys, I don't know if there's a limit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a limit.
It also I feel like it depends on the level of friendship. And I feel like that determines a lot. And also, just to also be fair, like, if this person you've seen would have, like, in the past as well, perhaps invested probably a decent amount in your gift, I think it's okay to return the same favor.
I have a budgeting rule for myself personally.
Okay.
So, personally, like, I don't spend over 10% of my monthly earnings on any gift for myself. So, for example, if I want to do a large purchase, I'll save 10% of this month and I'll save 10% of next month and then I get there, right? But that's just personal finances. So, personally, in one sitting, I'm not going to spend more than 10% of what I earn on a gift for somebody else. Naturally, because over that will actually affect my budget. So I don't think a present for somebody should affect my budget. So my cap is like a 10% of my monthly earning because of the fact that we have to be responsible. We have goals, we have things we're trying to achieve. And I think that, and I'm big on so I'll give you like a nice gift. I'm big on like, even if especially when I'm in a relationship,
a thoughtful gift.
Yeah, so I'll give you both. So I'll give you something that's just cute and nice, and then I'll give you something sentimental. So I try to pair the both. So maybe I give you something that's custom, and then I give you something that's like nice that I know you'd like, right? So I try to pair like both sentimental and all of that. But again, my limit is 10%. So that's kind of how I stick to it.
Yeah, I don't have a dollar amount, guys. I'm so sorry. It also just depends on my circumstance at the time. Really and truly.
But when I broke the bank for buy somebody a present.
Not even.
Yeah, not even family. Even family.
Not even for myself. I don't know that I've ever really. I'm looking back because I'm just like this year. I say, I really want to treat myself to a really nice gift. So I'm starting to save and think about what that really nice gift is. Something that perhaps I've wanted for some time, and it's just like it's. I find it hard sometimes to spend a large amount of money on myself and things.
We find it hard to spend a large amount of money, period. Period. In them hard time, yeah.
Yeah.
In them
I'm
hard
just
time,
like, I'm pinching and I'm just like, oof, really. I think I have a scarcity mindset though.
Yeah.
I'm not like cheap. I'm really not. But I also
no, listen, I'm frugal. I'm not cheap, but I'm frugal.
I
do my own nails. I do my own toes.
Renee spends on what she wants. I think is worth spending on. I
spend on experiences.
Right. Like
I'll spend on an experience.
Renee's not frugal because I've seen frugal. Trust.
I'll spend on experiences.
It's just like, what if I spend this money and I regret it now because I should have keep that money because there's a time I really need that money. And my brain goes like that. Because
I'm not saying I have that.
Right. It's just like
I always believe I say like if I spend that money, I'm say, alright God, say I'll make it come back.
Yeah, I say that too. I say that too.
Me never say me believe it.
So, but it comes back, the money will come back.
Always come
back.
The
money will come back.
No, for true. And let me tell you something.
But I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of the money will come back because sometimes people use it as a way to to be very, very, very
financially responsible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true. But no, I don't like, I try not, like, my one thing I've always heard growing up, and I kept it with me, is that your last your last money earning salary, whatever you want to call it, should meet back some money. And I've kept that with me. Like, you shouldn't just have like, you know, some people I say, boy, 4 days still payday, I may have $0.
So what about that?
No. Jody was saying, remember me doing a shirt, but what does that say?
Let it go.
What does that say? Like, you know, like, that's not me. Not judging.
No,
I said that's not me.
I'm also saying that because, to be honest, it's a lot of people's reality for many
Yeah,
reasons.
true.
But if it is that you can avoid it, I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. And that's why, for example, like, fixed things, so like nails and things like that, that's a fixed bill.
Yeah.
But try avoid it at all. Like, today, I never want to scrub the foot, you know. I come buy it, and I will invest in the things I need to make it easier.
But I used to be like that too. I've also shifted that mindset, because you know what?
Some things you have to pay for.
Oh, one lie, dearly. Listen to me. I am going to do my pedicure once a month. I'm not a nails girl, because it's for the life of me. I feel like it takes too much out of me. Yeah. The maintenance is just really too much. Not even the money, but it's just like every 2 weeks I start growth, and I don't like when it want growth and look bad. Yeah. So I said, let me leave it alone. Special occasions only. But I'm gonna do my hair. Absolutely gonna do my hair at all time. My hair is going to be done.
No, true. You can't avoid it.
No, yeah. And I'm going to do my pedicure, and I want to start to get into, like, all right, maybe like once a quarter, like a massage facial vibes. But I'm thinking if it every month. Because I feel like
you have to treat
work
yourself.
hard.
You work hard.
We work hard. So it's just, but also people think of things differently. So for you, it may be. For me, it's more like self-care, because I'm on a journey towards just feeling, looking, good. But maybe it's for you, it's like a home item or an item that can make it easier.
One thing for me, I must spend on my house.
Or and below.
I'm a dog, no, for true.
She spent on her below here.
Not that true.
So she might not, and the maid's money when she have so I'll be like the money at one time.
No, that's true. That's true.
Don't get it twisted.
That's so true. But as I said, like, I feel like anything that's gonna break the bank.
I buy food. I will eat. I'm gonna spend more on a good meal.
But me I come out say that a bit there. Food and me I want, right? Like, no, if it's true, Dolly start.
Oh, I go eat the sushi roll though. What you mean?
You know how long me not touch a sushi? I want it.
I go eat it. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I put on my eat out bill to $10,000 a month. I cut it down. At first, it was like 25K. I'm gonna say,
wow, that's ridiculous.
Crazy. You're ridiculous.
But it's not at the same time, to be honest, Yeah. Because it's like, if you say you eat out, every Saturday you go out and eat a meal at $5,000. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. It adds up. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, I probably have something like outside food, probably like once every 2 weeks, and literally the budget for me is like no more than $2-3 grand. Yeah. If so much. Yeah. So it's just like probably once a week max. Yeah, man.
I'm also determined in order to meet my eat-out budget within my budget, I was chilling open back. So I've been going there. Like on a Saturday, if I want nice food, like I'm cargo nice.
It's $1,000.
Must say yes. This is within budget, guys.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, guys.
Yeah.
Food eat good.
Anyways, I just don't think you should break the bank. But those are my thoughts. So that was an episode of the Goodgal Podcast, and we will see you next week. Bye.